To adjust the sway bar on 1586 International big block, the sway bar control is a little different than a lot of modern tractors today. It actually incorporates using this block in there, and to make this work is you have these shims that go in between the you just set them in there, and you can hammer them in when you get it set to about where you want. It's a little different than other tractors. Other tractors incorporate chains and things like that, but on a big block 1586, to make the adjustment, you simply need to go ahead and have yourself some shims. I actually picked mine up at Stacyville Supply, Stacyville Ag in Stacyville, Iowa. And the man is very knowledgeable. He knows International. If you ever had to face it. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, mine was very seized up, very rusted in there. So let me tell you, we had to really lower this down. We had to use big old pry bars to initially open this thing up. I advise you to go ahead and make sure them are greased up, oiled up, do whatever you can to keep it. And then once you get it free, and we just had to beat it out, and we put the 3-point in the lowest level, and literally had to kind of start hammering that thing out until it finally loosened up. Now this was awful seized up down there on the adjustment, but now we have it, loosened up. We can put in our things. I suggest you keep it pretty well oiled and loosened up. Occasionally move it if you need to, because that one was really, I don't think it's been moved much since the 1970s, so 1980s. So anyway, once you find your happy spot, then you can go ahead and tighten this nut up. Very simple. And that nut on the big block, it just goes out. This is part of it. This spacer here that's keeping your sway, this is your sway block here. That's all that you can hammer it out from this side if you need to. Hopefully yours is looser than mine. Fortunately for me, I did no damage to my threads, but it was a concern. And but no, to do it, we have permanent ones that are, something that you would put on before you put everything on. And then I also have different size spacers that was cut out. This is something you can cut out and put in there for your spacer. Just hammer it in when you're trying to fine tune it back onto your tractor to set it up so your 3-point hitch doesn't sway back and forth. We tighten that all up. So now that I got it, we're going to be in good shape, and we'll continue on with my day. But that's how you adjust a big block sway on a 1586 International.